Google Gang. So today we're gonna be reacting to how DaBaby became the most hated rapper ever.
Shout out to everybody
worldwide.
Big up.
Shout out to all y'all.
You know what I'm saying?
Make sure y'all hit that notification bell, hit that like button, okay? You know what I'm saying? You got anyone special you wanna big up? Where you taking us, Pops?
Some rap on brand. I damn near said every.
You have said every place in the world.
How about that?
I promise you have.
Alright, serious?
Yeah. Yeah, we have like
shout out to everybody worldwide.
Thousands of reactions.
Everybody.
Shout out to all y'all. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Worldwide. So nowhere special, just worldwide.
Shout out to Milwaukee.
Okay.
Shout out to Milwaukee. We're gonna give a shout out to y'all. We're gonna give a shout out to Minnesota. You know what I'm saying? Big up to y'all.
Shout out to all y'all.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Whatever.
So DaBaby. How DaBaby became the most hated rapper ever?
Is he the most hated rapper ever?
As of right now, yeah.
Why would he be the most hated rapper ever?
A lot of people don't like DaBaby. And
I don't know him personally. I just don't like
how he portrays himself online.
But I don't.
They don't like.
Yeah, but the only thing I don't like that he did is, with his baby mama.
Yeah, but he be smacking his fans. He be getting into fights. He be talking crazy. He be So everybody got their own reason. I don't really care too much for DaBaby. But that's just me. I don't really care about all that. But so people really don't like DaBaby.
So what is this video?
I guess it's basically explaining why he's hated. I guess, so we can kind of get a gist. But
let's see why. Let's go.
Let's go.
Why is he hated?
his album flopped, and his shows.
But what's flop?
I'm guessing.
I mean, what's flop? This is because it's not selling.
They saying he's selling his tickets free. It's basically like everywhere he go, he asks, "Do people want free tickets?" Because that's how bad his shows are doing.
Damn. No,
so I don't know.
He must be ain't putting out no good hot music.
I don't know. And then he said what he said about Megan, so that it had a bad taste. I don't know. Yeah.
DaBaby has slowly become the internet's most hated rapper. What did he do to earn this title? Well, his actions range from insulting fans to getting angry at flight attendants. However, the very first thing that began to turn DaBaby's audience against him was the time he'd get into a beef with kids YouTuber Jojo Siwa. The argument began after DaBaby would post a song titled Beatbox Freestyle, in which he'd hold up a photo of Jojo Siwa and call her a bunch of nasty names. The snippet was instantly shared to Twitter, where it gained over 1 million.
She's a celebrity. I'm not too sure what she does. I think she acts, and she's like really big on YouTube and TikTok. She's just really known. Like, she's a celebrity.
So why he getting on her for? Like, why he even worrying about her?
I don't know. I don't know where that came from.
After DaBaby would post a song titled Beatbox Freestyle, in which he'd hold up a photo of Jojo Siwa and call her a bunch of nasty names. The snippet was instantly shared to Twitter, where it gained over 1 million views and 42,000 likes on a post reading, "What TF did Jojo Siwa do that made DaBaby mad like that?" While some joked about DaBaby calling her out over a height insecurity, most were simply baffled that DaBaby would target a kid's YouTuber. She's literally a child, kinda out of line to be honest. Yo, that is funny AF, he really came for a whole kid, which accompanied a post by James Charles reading, "Can someone please explain why DaBaby is dissing Jojo Siwa when she's 12 years younger, 10 times richer, and 2 inches taller than him?" Now, DaBaby had absolutely no business in responding to these comments, as they weren't really even criticism. A lot of the responses were supportive, such as, "I don't think he meant nothing of it, probably just needed something to say," and the others were simply surprised that DaBaby...
I wonder if he was like, "Oh, I need to fit a bar right here, so we about to just say Jojo Siwa rhymes with."
Right.
I don't know, bruh. Not knowing her fan base or something like.
Such as, "I don't think he meant nothing of it, probably just needed something to say," and the others were simply surprised that DaBaby went there, which is literally how DaBaby described his own branding.
I'm gonna say, I can't believe he said that.
However, despite also stating that he wasn't the type of guy to respond to things online, online.
When it's said outside of music and I'm expected to respond and clear it up without using music, that ain't what I do.
He'd still take to Twitter to squash the drama in a post reading, "It's Jojo Siwa. My 3-year-old princess is your #1 fan. I bought her every product you have out. She thinks she you. Don't let them trick you into thinking I'd ever have a problem with you. My wordplay just went over their heads. All love on my end, shorty. Keep shining." Now, DaBaby's response was actually pretty decent, but since he never needed to.
That's what you're saying. Basically, it was a ball.
Yeah, basically. But that also doesn't sound like something DaBaby would say, so I don't know. Sound like somebody wrote it for him and said, tweet it out.
Wow.
My and shorty keep shining. Now, DaBaby's response was actually pretty decent, but since he never needed to respond in the first place, all it did was show everyone that he was paying attention to the drama and was unable to stay silent if he was criticized too heavily. In the lead up to this tweet, DaBaby had established a reputation as a kind of hardcore gangster rapper, and to be on Twitter justifying why he made a diss on a kids YouTuber felt kind of inauthentic to his image. DaBaby stated in an interview that he's doing his own thing and is not really caught up in any of the internet drama.
I'm just doing me, like I'm not even really caught up in what I got going on.
Yet in a different interview, he contradicts this by stating that he's willing to change his opinions if the internet criticism becomes too harsh.
It's about how much you value others' opinions on the internet or just, people's opinion around you. I don't value it until they get to messing with my money. You know what I'm saying? Okay, cool. Now you probably need to take heed to that, make some adjustments.
While this is certainly a more mature approach, maturity is rarely what people are looking for in music and entertainment. I could be wrong about this, but it often feels as though the personality of the person making the music is just as important as the music itself, and when it comes to hardcore rap, people want to follow the completely
So my thing today is, on the flip side, I think people today is real sensitive, too. I think people sometimes is not even allowed to say anything about nobody or put a bar in anything. Like you have we have comedians that do jokes, talk about, and people laugh at the jokes all the time. You feel what I'm saying?
The jokes they be telling is
but I don't know too much about that situation, what he said about the girl. But I'm just saying it's just, but you can't say nothing no more about, you know what I'm saying, about nobody.
I don't know what he said, but
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I can imagine some people probably saying, oh, that only happened because she was, Caucasian, and that's why people getting on him.
Yeah.
But all the time, rappers say stuff about, women of color, and nothing happens to them. It's not an outrage. It's not publicly.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
So you can look at it in that type of way too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I don't. This world is crazy, man.
It is.
It's go ahead.
as important as the music itself, and when it comes to hardcore rap, people want to follow the completely unapologetic gangster as opposed to the person who's known for responding to criticism on Twitter. This point feeds perfectly into his response to the Rolling Loud controversy, which happened only 4 months after the incident with Jojo Siwa. Whilst on stage, DaBaby would imply that people with HIV weren't welcome at his shows, and since the event was being streamed online, the internet began to discuss the comments immediately. Now, as mentioned in other videos, if DaBaby had simply stayed silent on the criticism, the problem would have disappeared. However, just like the Jojo Siwa controversy, he felt the need to clarify his position with a public statement.
I'm gonna address this one time and I'm gonna get back to giving my love to my fans. That's what I'm saying, because what me and my fans do at the live show, it don't concern you. It's not your business. What I do at a live show is for the audience.
I think, if I remember, he said
Be
something.
careful now. Be careful.
No, because I did know about this. He said that something about the LGBTQ community and something about HIV.
Well, see.
And something about them coming to his shows.
Yeah. See.
So.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. It's crazy.
He bugging.
It's crazy.
Show, it don't concern you. It's not your business. What I do at a live show is for the audience at the live show. It'll never translate correctly to somebody looking at a
what he said after
5,
that?
6, 7.
What the heck? What?
That's what he said.
So whatever you do on that stage only should affect the people in the building,
Wow.
not the clips that go around. Like, what the heck?
So now I see why they canceled him. Now I see.
Bro, that makes no sense.
Wow. Now I see why.
It's like, I feel like DaBaby, which is kind of why I really don't pay him mind, because it's like, I just feel like.
But most people like him, he get money, he gets successful, he's famous. It goes to people's head and they feel like
He can say whatever he wants.
He can say whatever he want, do whatever he want, treat people however they want.
I get like a really.
It goes to their head.
Yeah.
But you have to understand, what you say will be held against you.
Mm-hmm.
It's simple as that.
But I feel like he's really arrogant,
Well,
and it's like, I'm DaBaby.
He's not.
So,
they don't care about that.
finna walk around here.
It ain't gonna last.
it
ain't gonna last. He's not gonna last in the entertainment business.
Yeah.
By doing that.
Like, I just get like an arrogant tough guy. Like, I'm DaBaby. Listen, you're not finna do nothing about it.
Listen. We from the streets. We from the ghettos, the hood. That's what we from.
Mm-hmm.
You stepping into an arena that's ran by people that have rules and regulations.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't abide by their rules and regulations, they have the power to remove you out of that arena. Because guess what? They own it. It's their arena. Mm-hmm. So you young dudes think that y'all can just come in and have this attitude and say what y'all want to say and act the way y'all want to act. They just cancel you and move you out the way.
Yeah.
It's as simple as that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
Because it's their arena.
Which is what's happening, I feel like. Because look at, like, I mean, this was kind of.
But this goes for rappers, actors, athletes. You are in their arena, not in your own.
Yeah.
See, if you create your own arena, they can't censor you. They can't do nothing. Mm-hmm. Let me make your own arena.
Yeah, that's
This
true.
is what it is.
Darn you, it's not your business. What I do at a live show is for the audience at the live show. It'll never translate correctly to somebody looking at a little 5-6 second clip on their phone. It just don't work like that.
This Instagram live stream only led to more people discovering what he had said, and shortly thereafter, celebrities such as Elton John, Madonna, and Dua Lipa were stating on Instagram that they were surprised and horrified at DaBaby's comments. DaBaby stated that he wasn't worried at any point during the Rolling Loud controversy.
Were you kind of scared, like how everyone was like trying to cancel you and shit like that?
Nah, I wasn't scared. That was probably my problem.
However, this is a complete contradiction to his actions, because if he wasn't scared,
I really think, like, I almost want to say that he said something about.
Don't.
No, because I really do remember it.
But don't.
Like, he said some crazy stuff about, like, gay dudes. Like really crazy stuff.
It's one thing if something is offensive.
Uh-huh.
And it's wrong for you to say. But we live in a society to where groups of people or people that's in organizations feel that you can't speak on them at all in no shape, form, or fashion.
But I don't know if it was disrespectful though. It could have been disrespectful.
But guess what? The same people that feel that way in these organizations, I have seen them disrespect other people, get violent with other people.
Yeah, I know.
These same people.
I know what you're talking about.
In different organizations.
I know.
No, but I'm just saying.
No, I know what you're talking about. Like, literally.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Get disrespectful.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Where they inflict harm, they curse people, use foul language, all type of stuff. That's because, anyway.
Yeah.
I'll just leave it at that.
Yeah. Because some people are really.
But if it's offensive, he shouldn't have said what he said.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Which I think it was.
But you still should not stop a man from being able to feed his family and provide for his children where they can have food, clothing, and shelter. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like we still have to survive in this world. So when somebody is an entertainer, whatever the case may be, athlete, rapper, whatever, they still have to eat. So you saying, well, I don't care. You said what you said. Now you can't eat no more.
Yeah.
That's not cool.
Yeah.
How many of y'all make mistakes and say things that's not cool? So everybody should be fired. Everybody should be canceled then. If that's the case.
Yeah.
Because we all have said things that hurt people's feelings. You perfect now? Huh? No.
Yeah.
I said a lot of things in my lifetime, but I should still be able to work and take care of my own family.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, but these people they want to basically destroy you. So
Yeah.
you ruined. But you don't have no type of livelihood. Back to the video.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Scared, that was probably my problem.
However, this is a complete contradiction to his actions, because if he wasn't scared, he wouldn't feel the need to take to Twitter and apologize, which is what he would do after the Instagram live stream. I want to apologize to the LGBTQ+ community for the hurtful and triggering comments I made. Again, I apologize for my misinformed comments about HIV/AIDS, and I know education on this is important. Going back to the problem of authenticity, DaBaby would go on to state that he didn't even agree with his own apology.
Even though, I don't agree with it, you feel me? Like, if this the example that gotta be made, if this is what God want me to go through, you feel me? For whatever reason, let's do it, I'm with it.
And that he only put it out because at a certain level, you have to move in a different way.
You get to certain levels in it, you gotta make adjustments, you know what I'm saying, and move a certain way. It's simple,
Ironically, he's
Exactly. So he basically is saying like.
He apologized, but he don't agree to apologize.
Exactly.
Because he felt like he didn't.
Or he's still standing. Basically, he's saying, I'm apologizing, but I'm standing on what I'm saying, bro.
Yeah,
He basically saying, I'm sorry, but
like I said
that's how I
before.
feel.
Like I
That's how
said
I feel.
before, when you are in these people arenas, you have to move the way they want you to move because it's their arena.
Yeah.
It's as simple as that. If you work for a company, you just can't do whatever you want to do and say whatever you want to say because it ain't your company.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's as simple as that.
That's true.
And say if it was your company, you still should treat people with respect.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He just
one of those, like,
he's just one of them type of guys. I guess.
and Charlemagne, who wrote a book on how living an authentic life is the quickest path to success, which is something that DaBaby himself highlighted as the reason behind why he's been so successful.
What makes you different? Why do you have that drive?
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just me.
Yet going back on his own statements and posting insincere apologies was the opposite to being his authentic, brutal rapper image.
As a rapper, somebody who can speak freely, and I'm not one to do all that hard work day in, day out, make all these sacrifices, get there just to be controlled like a puppet, you know what I'm saying? Like, that ain't how I get out.
Now, it didn't seem like DaBaby actually had any problems with the people he called out.
Anybody from the LGBTQ community, any of that, bro, I am not tripping on y'all. I ain't never had an issue with none of y'all. It wasn't directed to no group of people in particular and nothing like that. Like, it really ain't that deep at all to me.
However, because he blew the whole thing up with a bunch of his own social media attention, the brands he was working with began to drop him one by one. Fashion brand Boohoo publicly ended their relationship with him. Lollapalooza dropped him from the lineup on the very last day of the festival, citing their founding values of diversity, inclusivity, respect, and love. The Governor's Ball Music Festival, set to take place in September, announced that DaBaby would not be performing as part of their lineup. UK event Parklife cut him from the roster, though the rapper's team claims that the decision was made months before Rolling Loud. The team behind Day and Night Vegas.
This is what I don't agree with. That a man can apologize for what he said because he's not educated on what he was saying, but then they cancel you.
Yeah.
So now they stopping you from making money.
Yeah.
And like these are the things is what I don't like that they do. Just accept the man apology for being ignorant. He young. He may be inexperienced, but don't, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's
like,
true.
come on, bro. Like I said before, how many things people have said hurtful things to people? You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. But that's my only thing that I disagree with is just canceling somebody. You know what I'm saying? That's just not cool.
Yeah.
That's just not cool. Man, he has a family. He got children to feed, bro. So you stopping the man's money because you don't agree with what he said. It was wrong or what he said. And if he freaking says an apology, accept it and move on from the situation. Nah, they like, nah, we got to go deeper than that. No more shows. No more endorsements. They just cutting you off.
Yeah.
It's not cool.
Yeah.
That's just not cool. You know what I'm saying? That's just my thing. You know what I mean? That I disagree with.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Placed his set list with that of Roddy Ricch. Even the Working Families Party quickly removed him from the list of celebrity performers, and on the Full Send podcast, DaBaby explained that he was set to release his own meal at Burger King, which was also cancelled as a result of the controversy.
I have my own meal at Burger King. A lot of people don't know that. It was called the Jonathan Kirk meal. They wanted to use my name. I shot a commercial for it and everything. They have my name on the box, everything. Like that. No, that's my controversy.
In a different interview, DaBaby gave a dollar figure for how much his comments had cost him.
I had $30 million worth of shows on the schedule before December 31st. I was gonna buy my private plane, but it is what it is. It go how it go. You know, God ain't want me to have my plane yet. He like, hold on, baby, just chill.
And while DaBaby clearly took the loss in a very respectable manner, this seemingly did little to repair his reputation, as after being invited back to Rolling Loud 6 months later, the crowd threw drinks at him. However, the worst part about the controversy was, from that point onwards, DaBaby was berated on Twitter for almost anything he'd do. For example, people brought up the time where he'd attack a fan at a club for putting a flashlight in his face, resulting in another apology video.
I do sincerely apologize. Keep in mind, I couldn't see you.
Accompanying another bizarre clip of him being rejected whilst trying to kiss a fan, which also warranted some kind of strange Instagram response to the event.
And he just kept making mistake after mistake after mistake. After mistake, after mistake.
There was also the time where he'd make what seemed to be a satirical tweet stating that he was voting for Kanye, which warranted responses such as, "Waste, I can't believe you're even promoting this. Baby, you got too big of a platform to be tweeting this nonsense. Bro, you're not even eligible to vote," which accompanied a different, more recent video where he'd get angry at a flight attendant for not combing her hair.
You don't pay all that for that flight, you gonna comb your head. Straight up, man, nah, no. You gonna pay all that? You gonna comb your head, the least you can do.
This is probably
But I think
But
I think like when it comes to him, it's like I don't know how to explain it.
he's
Some of it be jokes. Like that was probably like a joke. Like he probably was just messing around with the lady.
But the point of the matter is he's definitely arrogant.
Yeah.
You can tell he's arrogant. He got an ego. You can see that.
And also I don't think like most celebrities don't share their real opinions, which he do.
But here's another thing. It's a pattern in entertainment. If they can't control control you, then they will ostracize you. Tupac did the same. He was loud talking, and you see how they did to him. Kanye West, people like Allen Iverson.
Yeah.
If they can't control you,
like he just reminded me of one of them celebrities that like has an opinion
they can't control.
that people don't like.
They can't control you.
Yeah.
He can just say whatever he want. He fly off the handle. He do. You know what I'm saying? But that's that. He's young. He's immature.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You taking somebody fresh off the block, giving them a record deal, giving them an advance, taking them out of the environment that they was in, and then you giving them now all this money. He got jewelry, cars, clothes, girls. He's famous. He's making a lot of money now. It goes to people's head.
Yeah.
People got to put that into consideration. We all was young and dumb. Come on now, you know that. You know how it is.
Yeah. We just wasn't.
It's still no excuse, but I understand it.
We
Because I used to
wasn't,
be
like-
young and dumb.
Yeah.
You feel me?
We wasn't celebrities and like everything that was posted or said,
Right.
watched and
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's a combination of him being young and dumb, and then it's the other side of people that can't control him. So if they can't control you, then you know what they're going to do.
Yeah.
They're coming for you,
Yeah.
and they're gonna stop the bag.
That's true. That's true.
You know what I'm saying? So that's the way it is.
It'd be crazy.
You gonna pay all that? You gonna comb your head, the least you can do.
This is probably part of the reason why DaBaby believes that social media can become a negative thing once you reach a certain size.
But at some point, I think like it may be safer for you not to use it as much because you can become overexposed.
But the real question is, how has this affected the performance of his music? Well, his latest album, released in September 2022, which was titled Baby on Baby 2, sold only 16,000 units in its first week, which is 87% less than Baby on Baby 1, which sold 124,000 4,000 units in its first week. The music video for one of the songs on his new album titled Boogeyman features 5 different people, one of which being an obviously gay person, and throughout the video everyone is killed besides the gay guy, before DaBaby daps him up at the end, says I ain't got a problem with you, and once again apologizes for the rolling loud comments. The whole thing just feels extremely performative and insincere, with this clear attempt at avoiding controversy only resulting in more controversy. Because alongside his new album's poor release, DaBaby announced that he had to cancel one of his shows after selling only 500 tickets to a venue which seated 14.
Okay, also,
Wow.
he's missing the Danny Lay situation that we all watched, and he's also missing, in that music video, it was about Megan. So that was 2 other situations that DaBaby did. Whatever. So.
I'm still waiting on that trial with her and Tory Lanez. I never knew a trial took this long to be. I just don't.
I don't even care about it, so I don't even know if it's even still going on. But
Announced that he had to cancel one of his shows after selling only 500 tickets to a venue which seated 14,000. Going to a DaBaby concert because I need some alone time and I know no one else will be there. If I put all my followers in a room and sang a little song to them, then I'd have a more successful concert than DaBaby. DaBaby concert was lit. However, to DaBaby's credit, he's taken his setbacks quite humbly, having replied to his lower album sales by stating, not bad for the blackballed baby. There are a lot of people who have covered in the past that are clearly deserving of their poor reputations, but you could argue that DaBaby isn't really one of them. He's a hard worker with a library of incredibly well-made music, yet he's been unable to keep his mouth closed on controversial topics, which only compounds when you compromise your integrity and change your personality to suit whatever the audience wants you to be.
it's looking tough for him. It's looking
Anyway,
tough.
I mean, it is what it is. This is why I say what I say. You know, I think it's his fault on his side, ego, pride. And then it's the machine that wants you to act the way they want you to act.
Yeah.
And say what they want you to say.
Yeah.
Do what they want you to do. Don't talk about these people. Don't say this. Don't say that. X, Y, Z. I mean, people are human beings at the end of the day. And, I mean, sometimes people have bad days.
Yeah.
Sometimes a fan may come up to them and do something that he ain't in the mood. People are human beings, bro. People don't always want to be entertaining all the time. Some people just want to relax. You know what I'm saying? So, but this is what you said. That's why I say when you get into the entertainment business, it should be a course on how to deal with stuff, how to manage your money, how to deal with women, how to deal with men, how to know how to conduct yourself, how to talk, how to act. It should be courses on it, but there's no courses.
Yeah.
They take people straight from the hood or from humble beginnings and then just throw them in. Imagine if you get a record deal and you've been starving all your life. You've been around violence and crime all your life. That's all you've seen. And then now you get hit with $500,000 advance. You're popping now, you're doing shows, you get money everywhere. That's too much for anybody.
Like, you're not going to know how to act.
Exactly. So take that into consideration.
For real.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but this is where the older generation, rappers or entertainers need to make some type of, like somebody need to make a course on how to deal with the ins and outs of the entertainment business.
But some of those things are definitely his fault.
Of course, I'm not sitting here saying it's not.
Whether or not he want to take responsibility,
I'm not sitting here saying
people
it's
gonna
not.
fall away. So.
You know what I'm saying? But
also people are sensitive and
it is what it is.
Over. Yeah.
So.
But leave your thoughts down below in the comments about DaBaby. How y'all feel about him? What he be doing?
Things y'all have said in y'all life like that. I should have never said that.
Yeah.
But you said it anyway.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
For real.
Shout out to everybody worldwide. This is just just my opinion.
Yeah.
Her opinion. It is what it is. I'm not taking up for him. I think that he's a victim of his own self. You know.
I mean, at the end of the day, we all don't know these people in real life, personally, whatever.
Exactly.
So that's why I really don't care about what he be doing. But yeah. So make sure y'all subscribe.
Peace.
Peace out.